Welcome to day 13 of our practice to build a consistent yoga practice. I'm Gillavry, I'm a yoga teacher and a theory provider. And if you would like to keep yourself updated about these sessions, then please subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to start in extended child pose. So the big toes are touching together, knees are as wide as the yoga mat. First we roll the shoulders down and away. We bring one hand forward and then the other. We roll the shoulders back and start to walk our hands forward until we reach our edge, and then we slowly melt our body down towards the floor. And we're going to settle in. Maybe close your eyes for a moment, if that's okay for you. Or otherwise, keep a soft gaze over your nose. And observe the movements of your breath. Observe where you can feel the breath in your body. And observe how you're feeling today. Physically, mentally. Just observe without putting a label onto it. We slowly open our eyes. We press with our fingers into the yoga mat. Press your body up and walk your hands back. Then we come onto our knees. We place our wrists underneath the shoulders. And then we make some movements to warm up the body one way and the other way around. Just what feels good, maybe backwards and forward. And then we stop the movement. And then we stretch out our left arm and plug it back into the socket, in your arm socket. Then bend your left arm and bring it underneath your right. So your shoulder is relaxing on the floor. And if it's okay for you, you can stretch out your right arm, if that feels good. And when it's available for you, you can place your arm around your waistline and roll your shoulder open, heart a little bit upwards. And maybe you notice that on each exhale, your shoulder sinks a little bit deeper into the floor. Just observe. And then place your right hand back underneath your right shoulder and push yourself up. Bring your left hand to your left shoulder. Open up your shoulder to the left. Heart is facing a little bit upwards. And then stretch out your left arm. Bring your left hand back to your shoulder and let your body face the yoga mat again. Then a little bit, we move a little bit forward and backwards. And we do this again on the other side. So we stretch out our right arm, bring it back into the shoulder. Bend your right arm, bring it underneath your left. And rest your shoulder onto the floor if that's possible, or otherwise prop yourself up with some blankets. And then if it's okay for you, you might want to stretch your left arm out. And if you need a little bit more, then you can wrap your left arm around your waist. Open up the shoulder and let your heart face slightly upwards. And try to relax your shoulders into the floor. On each exhale, they might become a little bit more relaxed. Then bring your left hand back underneath your left shoulder and press yourself up. Place your right hand on your right shoulder, open up your shoulder, heart faces a little bit upwards, and then stretch out your right arm. Slowly move it back towards the floor and move a little bit backwards, forward, and up. Then we tuck our toes into the yoga mat. We press ourselves up and come to standing with a flat back. Hands in your waistline, engage your belly button, draw it a little bit in and upwards, tailbone down and come up. Bring your hands to the heart, roll your hands through, on an inhale up and overhead, stretch yourself out and hands to heart. Then return towards the long edge of the yoga mat. Well, today we focus on the high tree pose. So to start with, if you're a little bit wobbly, it's good to first take position with the hand on the wall. We bring our weight to our left leg. We draw our right leg up and bring it down again. Then we focus on our right leg. Engage the muscles of your right leg by lifting your kneecap. Lift the left leg and bring it down. Maybe you would like to sway your legs out a little bit. Then we place our weight again on our left leg. We raise the right leg and place the left foot on the inside of our left leg. aligned position. Bring the arms up and overhead. Stretch yourself out. Hands to heart. Raise your right leg and place it down. And just make some movements. And we do the same thing on the other side. So we engage the muscles of the right leg by drawing up the kneecap. Engage the muscles of your pelvic floor. Draw your belly button in and slightly up. And make sure that those axis points, those bony parts, are in line. We raise the left leg, place the foot on the inside of the left leg, bring your arms up and overhead, stretch yourself out, and hands to heart. Lift and back again. Arms to the side. And stretch a little bit out. Then we take a little bit bigger stand than hip width distance apart. And we sway our arms and our body. Give our kidneys a little massage. Make sure your knees are bent. And you just make a nice and easy movement to loosen up a little bit. Maybe speed up a little bit. And then slowly bring your body to stillness. We bring our feet hip width distance apart. Bring the hands for the heart. Roll the hands through. Inhale, up and overhead. And hands to heart. Well, thank you for joining me on day 13 of our series. Please subscribe to my channel, visit my website. And I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow on day 14. Namaste.